Hello everyone, GalacticStorm here. Welcome to the show. And if you haven't noticed, on my last video, I will be away in Pennsylvania for a few days, so no tank review. We're going to be doing an Xbox 360 slash Xbox One World of Tanks Rampage. And today we're in Carlisle, I don't know how to pronounce it, but I'm in the Tier 6 French medium or light tank in a Tier 8 game, and this tank is the AMX-12T. Well, I was busy typing on my computer for something. I didn't pay attention to the road, and I just realized, oh shit, I could have easily been dead by that. But unfortunately, I lost half of my health, I lost a loader, and my turret was jammed. So unfortunately, I had to, well, repair it all immediately because I'm gonna need it. So what's the AMX-12T like? Well, it's definitely not like the ELC AMX that has over 300 damage. It has an autoloader, which is a good thing, and each load can do about around 100 so damage, and I'm just doing contact right here, and yeah. But this thing, it's not as fast as the ELC AMX. It's not as, I would say, I mean, it's mobile. It's not as mobile compared to the ELC AMX, but the gun depression on this thing really takes you. It's it's not really low. That's the bad thing about this thing. But what it does, the autoloader, it can do about a total of 800 damage per magazine. But there's the cons on that too. You have a limited amount of well of ammo because you only get about 36, about 28 rounds, and the reloads, they're pretty long. They're almost around 20 seconds per reload, so you've got to make every shot count. But at least the camo value on this thing is pretty good compared to the but it's not as good compared to like the ELC AMX. But back to the thing here. The enemy team, they're getting encountered by a big group of our team, and I decided to go break in the middle, and I got shot by one of the enemy tanks here, so I'm going to try to go artillery hunting. And the artillery, which is the Hummel, I bet you he's at the start of the map of where he respawned at, or where he spawned at, so I'm going to pay him a nice little visit and give him a 75mm worth of gun. And I've got 6 rounds loaded in. There's the Hummel, and miss. And one good shot here, and then another good shot, and really missed, and I killed him. So I did about another reload there. I have to like the 75mm gun, it's not really good. It's not good against like really tough armor, like in Tier 7, like the T-29 up front, or the Tiger, or the KV-3, or a few other of these tanks. But this thing, when it has an advantage, it will definitely take it and will kick your ass all the way back to school. It's like an easy 8, but with an autoloader. You can take multiple shots in, pull it back away, and like this KV-3 for example, he's paying attention to the enemy, or to my teammates over there, and look what I did. Bring out the s'mores and let's roast some marshmallows. I'm lighting this guy on fire, and I got an achievement out of it. This is one of the earlier updates, which has been it's like a few patches ago. Well, yeah, in the past. But the Hellcat finishes off, and I did a crap ton of damage on this thing. But we're already winning. It's 11-5 right now, and it looks like we've already got this in the bag. So the enemy side, the hill's been secured, and then I try to get jiggy with this Tiger right here. The Tiger, it can be a really big threat, and I'm keeping on doing shot after shot after shot, and then just trying to do away with it, and then just about one more shot in, and just, yeah, there was another shot in, but the Tiger, it's turning around, and yeah, this is where my errorness came in. Well, because fell down, did about half of my health. That could have saved me, but my stupidness was I peeked out at another side where the tiger was expecting me, and yeah, you pretty much know the end result there. I got killed, but what did I do in gameplay and results? Actually, I didn't do bad. I got a Mastery Badge Class 2, yeah, but this was right before the awards and that came around. So I did about almost 30,000 silver and about 1,500 experience. I killed the Hummel, detected the Hellcat, the KV-3, and the Tiger, but I did a monstrous damage on the KV-3, about 1,200 at least. And about the Tiger, did about almost 850. And my total? Around 2,100 damage, and I did the best damage out of my team. I would have gotten a high caliber if I didn't bounce my shot on that friendly KV-1. And the second boast was the SU-101. Yeah, so a sad face there. So let's just cheer it up. So, to a sad face, to a smiley face, we're gonna be replacing that with Westfield on Standard Battle. And what are we going to be using? Well, we could always use some Soviet firepower, but then again, I have been doing a lot of gameplay with the KV-2. So what's another Tier 6 heavy tank that I could use from the Soviet arsenal? Well, that answer can be pretty simple. It's the KV-1S. And this is the Tier 6 heavy tank. It's not the PC crappy version of it. It's the real deal. The overpowered version of it, at least. The KV-1S, it's horrible at start because I kept on dying on the thing. But the second to last upgraded gun that you'll get, it's not bad, but it does need improvement. But when you get the upgraded 122mm gun, it does a lot of penetration and it does a lot of damage, around almost 400 damage at least. And that MP3 was just blocking me for some odd reason. And it's a tier 6 match with only a few tier 6s on each side, about like 6 on each side. The majority of it would either be tier 5 and tier 4, as mentioned there. And the only bad thing about this thing is it does have its accuracy is not the best, but like that Hellcat shown, it does a lot of damage. And it just took out most of its health. But accuracy, the reload, it's not really good on this tank, and I tried to do a little shot on there, but I was reloading, and yeah. Well, another bad thing about this thing, although the biggest pro on this thing is it's really mobile compared to like the KV-1, but this one, the S on the KV-1S means light in Russian, and well, with light, it does come at a cost. Its armor is not really the best, but when angling in that and going against like lower powered guns, this thing can be pretty good at it. But just not at the higher tier guns. Just try to steer away from them. And there's an SU-100, really good gun, just like the same as the KV-1S. And I tried to take a little shot at the ass and damage its fuel, and I did about a whole shit ton of damage around it. And then there's the T-34. T-34, it's a good tank, but just KV-1S, it's like overkill for this thing. Just look at it. From T-34 to no T-34, it goes bye-bye. And I just run away from the back because there's artillery trying to go after my dick. And yeah, they really wanted me that badly. And then I'm just trying to back away from the SU-100 because I could be a one-shot kill at this point. And ooh, Hetzer. Well, let's just aim at it and what Hetzer? There's my second kill. And artillery finishes off the SU-100 finishes off the SU-100. So this area is secured, and if you secure this area, you're pretty much gonna win. And since this is a standard battle, you already know what's gonna come next. It's the slaughtering of many people, a lot of people. So I decided to go up here, and I see this artillery right here. So I decided to go hashtag shotgun. And this is the M41. And let's just go in hashtag shotgun. Bye bye. And then try to go after here. Try to go after this SU6 right here. Trying to go smash into it, but did some scraping damage onto it and did a critical hit on it. Out of all things. And then there's an AT2. AT2 really armored up, and even with this thing, it'll still have a hard time penetrating the AT2. But I am getting shot at by a Sherman Jumbo up there. I haven't seen him, but I was trying to pay attention to it, and I was trying to ignore the AT2, but it had the 6-pounder gun onto it. And the 6-pounder gun with this tank, or with that tank, well, it does a very fast fire rate, and it's just, oh boy, if you don't angle this thing, you'll be in a lot of trouble. And it's doing like small damage after small damage after small damage after small damage after small damage. So I said, nope, 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 I'm not gonna die here. I just decided to slide down here onto the house. In this house, and I took a shot from a Sherman Jumbo. I'm at literally like low health. I think I'm about in 8 hit points. Yeah, that's right, 8 hit points. 8 hit points. So I decided to go up against the cupola onto the AT2. AT2 goes bye bye, and that's the biggest weak point on the AT2. That cupola and the sides and the rear. The cupola would be it's that commander's hatch on top of the tank. Nice. And we pretty much have this in the bag. It's 14-9, and the only last tank on the side is the Sherman Jumbo, and I wouldn't want to take another chance onto it, so I decided to flash up some areas that would be interested for our team. And I did the most out of our team, with kills at least. But, oh, and there it is. There's the Sherman Jumbo. Sherman Jumbo has really good armor up in the front, but the turret has a whole lot of armor onto it. But that's if you have like the 105mm howitzer onto it and the lower, or if you have your stock gun. But if not, it's gonna be blah. So it finishes off one of our allies, and I just try to shoot in and just back away from it, and getting help, and the SU-100 finishes it off. So, oh yeah, big win. 4 kills in total, and a whole lot of damage. And I did about 2,800 damage, and almost 4,000 experience, and I did some operations along with it too. And my awards, the Hand of God, getting damaged by 4 other tanks, Duelist, High Caliber. High Caliber is a really good one. You get the highest damage out of the team, out of the game at least, without doing ricochets and firing against your enemy in that, or the teammates I mean. Fighter, Bruiser, and then Mastery Badge Class 1. Awesome. And then you also get Steel Wall and Sniper. I think this is the most amount of awards I've gotten within the entire game itself. So that's awesome. So I got about 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 medals. Damaged the Hellcat, damaged the Sherman Jumbo, killed the Hetzer, did some scraping damage on the SU-8, killed the T-34, killed the M41 shotgun style, and killed the AT-2, and did a whole lot of damage on the SU-100. Oh yeah, that was a really good match indeed. And how much did I did? About the same around like the AMX-12T. I did about 2,325 damage. Awesome. My team didn't come close to that. Alright, one more gameplay. And to finish up our game, we're going to be going on Province. And it's going to be a Tier 2 match. It's going to be one of my favorites. Well, one of my favorite Tier 2 matches that I've had in a long time. And I'm not using the VAE Type B. No. I'm going to be using the tank before that. I'm going to be using the Cruiser 3. The Cruiser 3 is a Tier 2 medium tank, or not medium tank, it's a light tank from the British. And like the VAE Type B, guess what gun it has? Well, it has the 4040 pom-pom. And the 4040 pom-pom, it's an autoloader and it has a lot of boom onto it, and it fires really fast. It's a really fast autoloader basically, and it is awesome. But with this thing, compared to the VAE Type B, this thing has more mobility than it does. The VAE Type B, it's more like a T-28, but this one, it's a Cruiser 3, so it's its own tank. And we seem to have a lot of artillery in this match, and a few tank destroyers, but a whole crap ton of light tanks, and 2 medium tanks on even side. Oh, goody. So instead of going to the church side, I'm going to be... What my original plan was, I was planning to go onto the top of this hill here and try to go after, like, go up the backside and just surprise everyone from there. But I didn't, because there is a whole bunch of tanks coming this way, and yeah, I would have been almost dead because of this guy, the medium 2. And I did about a few shots in there. I just unleashed my whole magazine in there, and I did about almost all damage, but I lost about all of my health onto it too, so yeah. I tried to go after this Cruiser 3, but it didn't look like it was, it looked like it was in cover, but it was showing. Was trying to go after the Panzer 2, but it went bye-bye. I was having a horrible time with this game, because I was dying so much again. Did damage on the Panzer 2 earlier, but then that Panzer 38T or 35T is going to be problems. So I decided to move out of the way here and just try to do what I can and try not to get my ass killed again. And then there's that Cruiser 3 over there. Did about a few shots out there, but I just had a spread shot onto it. And it's 7-3, and we're winning. So, Panzer 35T, and there's the other medium tanks. The only bigger threat right now is the artillery. T-57 wiped out one of the artillery. So I decided to go up and, well, try to finish out the remaining tanks there and try to get some artillery booty. Yarg that booty. So, when I'm going up here, there's a T-18, there's two Panzer 35Ts, one of them just got wiped out by artillery. And there's the T-57, just did 2 shots onto it and goes bye-bye. T-18, not paying attention, goes bye-bye too. Did some damage on the Panzer 35T, and tried to go into cover, making a reload. And plus there's a light tank and another tank destroyer in play, so I decided to stay safe, let the Panzer II finish off the Panzer 35T. So I decided to go up here, and I'm trying to go after the last 2 artillery. I've got 2 kills so far. There's the Su-18, and it did its shot, and it's bye-bye. It's dead to rights. And the artillery are literally going after the last one, and, well, I could be getting a Pascuni's medal, which is, it's a very rare medal. Well, it's one of those rare medals, and it allows you to destroy 3 tanks, and I just wiped out the T-57, and yeah, I just got it. Oh yeah, a Pascuni's medal for me. And there's the last tank on our team, or on their team. It's a T-18. Getting a view range, getting accuracy, and I just finished it off. So, 5 kills. Awesomeness at its finest. And we're at 11,000 silver, about almost 2,000 experience. Mastery Badge Class 1, 539 damage, and there's the Pascuni's medal. Oh yeah, that is awesome indeed. Award for 3 artillery with a tank destroyer or tank. And it was named after Pascuni because he sacrificed his life in a reckless frontal attack that enabled the rest of his company to escape encirclement. So, oorah for him. Oorah, oorah, oorah. And 539 damage. Did about triple as much as the other guy would, which was awesome. And double experience. Didn't do as much on ammunition, but the repairs were almost the same. And yeah, did a whole lot of damage. T-57 T-18, T-57, T-18, Panzers, medium tanks, all that fun shizzle my nizzle, and the Su-18. So, vote, rate, comment, subscribe, all that fun shizzle my nizzle. GalacticStorm saying, I'll see you guys later.